webinar starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. How's the flight?
Is this on?
Yep.
It's good. Good. Okay. Cool. Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, John Crestani here. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Yeah, welcome to the training. I'm going to get on my computer in just a second here. It looks like we have a full house, so make sure nobody leave. We had a lot of people register for this event. We're going to be going over how to create a six-figure side income online. Create your own internet business. Hey, London.
Oh, hey,
What's up? Having some nice drinking. What's up, Ryan?
how's it going?
Hey. Okay, so cool. We're set up here. Cool. Everybody's is the webinar full or?
Slides are all set. I mean, everyone's
Okay.
ready, we got a packed room.
Okay. Sorry I'm late. Could you turn off the public chat? Oh, sorry. Can you turn off the public chat? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're turning off the public chat and make sure, but we can still see all of your messages. We do have a full room today, so I'm really excited to get into the training. So once again, my name's John Crestani, and I'm super pumped you're here. So today you're going to discover my simple 3-step blueprint for creating a $2,500 per week online income stream without any tech skills, experience. You don't need your own product. You don't even need an audience. Now, before I go ahead and jump in, I want to make sure that you ask questions throughout the training. You'll see a chat somewhere on the right side of the screen, and definitely ask questions if you need clarity on something and engage with me throughout the training. And the reason I say that is because some of my most successful students literally came through this training just like the one you're seeing today. And they asked tons of questions. They stayed engaged throughout the entire training. So make sure you do as well, okay? So in fact, I'm actually, you see we have a lot of stuff around us here. I'm actually at a mastermind with a bunch of my students and a bunch of people here. So there may be people walking around and whatnot during it, but we're at a marketer mastermind for my most successful students. And, okay. Cool, I'm seeing people in the chat. Okay, so real quick, if everyone can just let me know that you're hearing me all right, just type in your name and where you're from. That would be great. And I just want to make sure everybody's hearing me all right. Okay. Amy from Alabama. We got John from Utah. Melissa we got Canadian here. Toronto, Canada. Okay, New York. Nico from Colombia. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, very global crowd. Welcome everyone to the training. And with that being said, let's dive right in. And as I said, I'm going to be sharing my simple formula how anyone can create a $2,500 per week online income streams without any experience or previous, skills or success in this space. So, in fact, this works so well that, here's some of the results from students of mine. You see right here. We say, an awesome way to start my day. My first sale ever. Thank you, John, because all I did was what you said to do. And you see a couple $100 right there. We also have Frank Battison, just started. He spent $200. He made back $1,000. He says that's crazy ROI, right? That's a little better than the stock market. So, and we even have people crushing it, making thousands of dollars as well. You see Ronnie Sandlin here. He just made $71,000 in 1 month. And we also have Tyler Ellison, made $1.4 million. Mormon pastor. I think he's still a Mormon pastor, but he's running an online business to pay the bills. And you might be wondering, how are they getting all of these results, right? And they're getting these results because I'm getting these results and I'm teaching them. And I'm personally doing this. And this is an old picture of me. This shows in just a few months, I made almost $1.5 million. And you see the profit figures up there too. And right now, this is an older picture. Right now, I'm currently doing about $900,000 a month. And that may seem a little crazy and unbelievable. I'm trying to show you that this is real, but that you can do just a little bit of that. Now, here's how I know that you can do this, okay? This is easy for anyone to do because you don't need your own product. You don't need an audience. You don't need an email list. You don't need any experience or technical skills. You don't need to buy inventory from China and drop ship it and set up a corporate, email address and all this crazy stuff. You don't need a big budget. You don't need virtual assistants or clients or do sales. You don't need to do any of that stuff. And you can do this no matter what country in the world you're from. You can do this no matter what age you are. I started when I was younger, and there are people at all ages having success doing this. You can do this for just part-time, or you can do this full-time, and it only takes about 4 hours a week. So you can do this even if you have a current job. And you can start this tonight, and I'm going to be showing you how you can literally start making commissions tonight doing this. So you're probably wondering, what are we going to learn today? Why is this worth your time? And I'm going to be showing you my simple 3-step system for creating an automated side income or full-time income, like I do, from the comfort of your own home, okay, even if you have zero experience. Now, I'm going to walk you through my system and prove to you that ordinary people from all over the world are doing this as we speak and having really massive success. It's all the whole spectrum. Some people don't have massive success. Some people make millions of dollars. But I'm going to show you dozens of success stories. And for the non-believers, I'm even going to do a live money-making demo to show you how powerful this is, okay? Even better than that is when you stay to the end. And make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to show you how to do this completely for free, okay? But you got to stay to the end. Deal? So if it's a deal, if you're pumped, type in deal in the chat box. And you know what? If you agree to stay to the very end. So just type in deal in the chat box. And if you're down, so I'm just reading the chat on my screen, okay? We see, okay, Mary, Dom, Debbie, Kathy say deal. Awesome. Jeremy says deal, 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 deal. Okay, awesome. So my system is programmed to know if you stay to the end of this training, so make sure you guys stay to the end to learn how and get the freebies. So why are you here? If you could type in the chat box, let me know kind of what's your reason for being here today. Are you interested in adding a supplemental stream of income or quitting your job or spending more time with your kids? Let me know. Okay, so we got Debbie wants to make more money for spend time with her kids. Lisa says she wants to pay off her debt. That's a good reason. And Carol says she just wants more in retirement so she can take more vacations. Very cool. So what we're going to show you today is going to open up opportunity and create more time for you in your life. This can create a predictable income for you as well, completely from home. So I look forward to showing you how. But there are a few things you need to know. So this business does require you to have a few things to get started. You will need a computer or a laptop, not a mobile phone, not a tablet. You will need a desktop or a laptop computer with a internet connection that's better than dial-up, okay? You'll also need $5 a day for ads, and you'll also need a website. And a website, I'm going to show you completely how to set this up. It's simpler than you think, and it only costs $2 and some change. And I'll give you literally everything you need. And like I said, I've been able to help thousands of people from all walks of life. And the reason that, the reason that a lot of these people, they all tried different businesses before coming across the super affiliate system. And the reason why they failed before a super affiliate system is two reasons. One is they weren't learning from a teacher who was personally vested in their success. Number two is they were following people online that were teaching older ways of making money that required skills or experience or something like that. And that's the reason why I made this training, is to just expose you to a business model that works and that anybody can do. So, and take a look at this. So people are learning a lot of ways that don't work, and people are out there literally trying to teach you, if you Google, how to make money online, you'll see, take paid online surveys which pay you nothing, or watch cooking videos online. Again, not a real way to make money online. Data entry and renting out your belongings or whatnot, which sounds awful. So these are all ways that people are teaching that don't work, and it gets even worse because there's fly-by-night, gurus, internet marketing gurus or business gurus that are teaching ways that don't work also. They teach you things like, build products, create your own or, buy your own products, or to make funnels, make these like marketing funnels, or to get into Amazon or Shopify drop shipping, or do multi-level marketing and sell your friends or family, or Bitcoins, or, starting a digital agency or doing consulting. And all these methods don't work because they either require tens of thousands of dollars to start, or they require some serious experience and skills to actually do them. So none of this stuff works. And, this is all the while people around the world are struggling. We have salaries are decreasing every year. It's a fact. Healthcare costs are rising every year. Housing and living costs are rising every year. Food costs are rising every year. Salaries aren't cutting it anymore. And I think people understand that jobs are going away. And we see, I don't know, if you feel like this guy right here, let me know. But, that's how a lot of people feel in today's market. Now, according to a recent study from Career Builder, this is scary. Most workers are in debt, and many believe they will always be in debt. This is scary. And, the job and the corporate system does not cut it anymore, okay? But I have some great news, okay? So today I'm actually going to show you the new way of making money. It's not the old, outdated way, but this is the new way. This is my way, and this is working right now, and you can do this. Anyone can do this. That meets the requirements I said before in as little as 4 hours per week. So who thinks that sounds good? Type in yes, and let's continue. Okay, I want to get some yeses in here if this sounds good to you. Now, instead, with this 3-step system I'm going to show with you today, you can generate $2,500 per week and finally live the life you want to live. And when you put this into action, just imagine, having a side income that pays you the same amount as a doctor, or having being able to pay off your mortgage, or maybe even get a new home, or being able to leave your job. This was one of the for me, this was one of the personally the best parts of, just not having to do that commute. And I hated my boss. He was awful. So in this training, we will crack the code to online success from home, completely online, so that you can take advantage of this. And we'll show you how, myself and my team and many others enjoy the type of things that we just shared, and you can too. Now, you're probably wondering, why on earth is this crazy bearded guy sharing this with me? And I will get into that in just a second. But with this system, you're going to be able to skip over all of the mistakes that I made and that most people make, and finally be able to make a ton of money online, have success, and enjoy the things that you want. Okay, so you might be wondering, who the heck am I and why am I qualified to teach you about this crazy business and way to make money today? So first off, once again, my name is John Crestani, and I'm a normal person like you. You may have seen me on, YouTube. You may have seen me with fancy cars and stacks of money. But really, I'm a normal guy. I have 2 kids, Lily and Fiona, and I really wasn't always successful. And there's my wife and our daughter Lily right there. And here's actually our, here's some more pictures of us. See, they're a little older. My 2 girls, my cats. And they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them, and they're kind of my reason for doing all of this. So, but to back it up a little bit, I had a corporate job as an analyst, and I would literally drive an hour to work each day. It was soul-sucking in Los Angeles, and work in a cubicle, and it just felt like a jail cell. I felt my life literally being sucked out of me minute by minute, and no matter what I did, I was trying stuff on the side. No matter what I did, I just couldn't make it big, and I was always just over broke, with my job, my job. And, I'd pay the bills, I'd pay my rent, pay for food, and I'd never end up having anything left at the end of the day. So, we talked about that a little bit earlier, but I knew this wasn't the path for me, and I knew that no matter how hard I worked, I wasn't ever going to really get ahead in a big way. So I started Googling how to make money from home, how to make a side income, and I tried a number of different things. I tried freelancing. I tried doing my analyst work, on some of these freelancer sites, but I ended up realizing I just traded one boss for 10. I tried out e-commerce and selling stuff on eBay, and I made a few dollars, but, as I started to scale, beyond just the stuff in my garage, I realized it took a lot of work, the margins were low, and I just ended up with just a part-time job, and I was never going to get ahead that way either. And also, I tried a number of online marketing ventures, and everything required too much like programming or work or skills that I just didn't have. So at this point, I was so discouraged. I may have been at the point that maybe some of you are at right now, but I still knew that it had to be possible some way. So I actually continued looking for answers, and I found out about this. There was this marketer that I was following named, he went by the pseudonym Rich Jerk, but his real name was Kelly Felix, and he'd made tens of millions of dollars, and he was holding a kind of an underground mastermind event in Hollywood at the Roosevelt Hotel, you see right there. And I figured, I wasn't invited. It was super expensive. It was actually a $50,000 a year group. And it was called the Secret Society, nonetheless. And I actually just found out, and I actually just snuck in. I found out about the location. I just snuck in to his mastermind. I kind of cornered him, and I was hoping for him to reveal the truth of what I felt was hidden from people like me, just trying to make it online. And I asked him, how do I do this? How can I be successful online? And what he told me was, he said, stop trying to create your own path as an entrepreneur. He said that's extremely risky, and most entrepreneurs fail, and you're just doing the same thing everybody else does. He said he suggests that I follow a proven formula that is already working, and I become what's called an affiliate. Okay, and he said, think about McDonald's or Starbucks or Taco Bell for a second. People start these franchises because they know they are already successful, okay? These franchises have a 98% success rate as businesses, okay? Each individual franchise is owned by a different person. And he said, John, but the problem is, he said, these cost $500,000 to $2 million to open, a Starbucks or a McDonald's. He said, do you have that sort of money lying around? And I said, of course I don't, And he said, well, what you can do is you can use that same concept on the internet, online, and that's called affiliate marketing. And please write this down right now. If you have your notepad, I suggest you actually write this down, because this is an important kind of definition to understand. But affiliate marketing is the process of earning a commission by selling or promoting another company's products, okay? It's the act of earning a commission by promoting another company's products. And just take out your pen and write that down. But that's how my mentor, Kelly, made millions, okay? Now, between you and I thought he was crazy at first, and it all actually sounded too good to be true, so I didn't end up doing anything. And actually, I just went back to the things I had been trying to do, and I kept failing. But a few months later, I actually saw his ad again on the internet, and I decided to actually try what he was saying to do. And listen to this. So in my first year doing this, I went from $60,000 a year at my corporate job as an analyst to making $300,000. And this is my tax return. I can't, for those of you from other countries, you can't fake this. I'd literally go to jail. But that's $388,000 my first year, really going all in on this business. Okay. And finally, obviously, I quit my job, which was amazing, which was great. And I just focused on this full time, and this is my next year's tax return after I started, $933,000, my second year in business, in my 20s, right? It was unbelievable. So, and people started to take notice. I got featured in Forbes. This is Business Insider did an article about me, just making money, from home by myself. Here's one from my local newspaper, Millennial Mogul Turns Clicks to Cash, and here's me featured on the news in San Diego. So pretty insane. It's been a pretty wild ride, and what was great is I finally started to live my life because my internet business, my websites, they don't sleep. So they just were making me money, and I had fun doing the hobbies I like. Here's me with some friends. We have some fancy cars. Here's me taking vacations with some of the people that worked with me at the time and some friends in Morocco. So beautiful. Here's me traveling. I just hiked around the world, New Zealand. I hiked multi-day hikes through New Zealand. Here's me with my family, my wife, etc., and giving back, Habitat for Humanity, and that's us in vacation in Kauai. Now, this all may seem really nice and like airy-fairy and like, oh, great, John's doing wonderful, but it actually, life has a weird sense of humor, and it all came crashing down when the Malibu fires happened. And you see this on the news. So my entire house burned down. Everything was gone. We weren't able to save any items because the fire came so fast. So literally, my wife, we got our animals out, we got my kids out, obviously. Everything else was destroyed. So I started from scratch. Now, thankfully, we were insured and we survived, and I have a business. But let me know if something devastating or some devastating life event has happened to you that's ruined you in some, medically or financially or both or some other way that it's really affected you, because this took a ton of money. This took us back to zero. But we were able to bounce back because of my business that runs without me, basically. Now we're stronger than ever, and you can see, this is my business. Every day you see that $5,238.58, $6,822, $7,202. So we were able to rebuild very fast. And at this point, I've made, I think, almost $20 million since I started. And I started as a bag boy. Who would have thought? So what does my story mean to you? But here's the bottom line is, I completely changed my income using the 3-step system that I'm going to share with you today, multiple times. I'm going to share with you how to create a business like this one. So get excited, and we're about to dive into the system. And we're going to get into the live demo first. But understand that 60 to 90 minutes in this presentation is not enough time for me to literally cover everything I've learned in the past 10 years. So, I can paint a vivid picture, but it would take years for me to show you how to do this. So here's what I'd like, is I'd just like your permission to show you how you can work personally with me on this to get results faster and easier at the end of this presentation. So type in OK or type in yes in the chat box if that's OK. So, cool. Just looking at the chat. Robert, Ed, Deborah. Okay, great. So now my lawyers make me say this, and this is super important, but every business takes work, okay? And of course I can't guarantee you any results, and results may vary because frankly, I don't know you, I don't know how hard you'll work, and I'll give you some time to read the disclaimer, but with that being said, who here just understands that, results are not guaranteed, results may vary, this takes work, and if you don't do work, you don't get any results. Type in yes in the chat if you understand that. So just type in a yes in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody is on the same page here. This is a real business. This isn't a Ponzi scheme, and this takes real work. Nothing works unless you do. Okay, so here's the bigger question you need to answer is actually, will you take this opportunity by the horns? If I show you everything you need to start a $2,500 a week online business, will you take action and put this into work? Just type in committed. If you are committed, type it in the chat. If you are committed to making this happen and putting this into action and taking advantage of all of this stuff. So I want to show you the power of this. So I'm going to go into a little demonstration of this and show you how you can do this for free. Okay, so I don't want you to miss out on these results. So put money signs in the chat box if you're going to stick around to the end and see the results of this demo. So just type in money. So I'm gonna bring up my my screen to show the demo. Type in money if you're committed.